Hey everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. It is, what day is it today? September the 3rd, 2024, Tuesday. That's actually my dad's birthday. However, he is on the other side. But happy birthday, Dad. And it's also a passed over kitty's birthday too, so happy birthday, Barry. And so I'm very happy to be here with you guys today. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you haven't already and you're enjoying the content on my channel, would you please consider subscribing? It's free and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you like this video, would you please consider giving me a like, a share, and comment, at least a like? That would be wonderful. And thank you to those who do like the video. It really helps YouTube believing that my viewers find value in my content when there is a like given to a video. So I really appreciate a like. Thank you so much. And I just want to say, even though it is a date that I'm saying, it is a timeless video. Whenever you happen upon this video, if you're not watching it like on today when I'm recording it, then it'll be perfectly divinely timed for you then whenever you do come across it. So don't worry about the date. I just like to give it. So Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you for being here. And thank you for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of light, love, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energy of the cards I pull as directed by you for this collective reading on this date as aforementioned. We're going to tell, Archangel Michael wants to tell a story through this reading to you for what the collective most needs to know right now. And you'll see that I have my book here. My book is The 10 Ways to Rapidly Accelerate Your Spiritual Growth While Creating the Life You Deserve. Real Success in Living Authentically. It's 10 chapters. It's only, 60 some pages long? I don't even know how many pages long it is. It's no page numbers in it. No page numbers, just chapters. Anyways, it tells you a little bit about me, and it's 10 things you need to know that I realize a lot of people don't, including myself, when I was trying to transform my life into a happier, more peaceful life. I had prayed to God several, like 20 some years ago, saying, I just want to be at peace. I want to experience peace in my everyday life. And that which I asked for is slowly coming upon me. I feel very much at peace now because I've let go of old thinking patterns that no longer serve that kind of energy. You cannot think negatively and feel peaceful. It just doesn't work that way. So 20 some years ago, I started my journey, and I learned a bunch of things that would have really helped if I'd known up front that I could tap into this knowledge and these tips and techniques that I've got outlined in the book. I know that other people would really appreciate it who are trying to transform their own lives, and so that's why I wrote the book. Okay, so let's get busy with this reading. What does the collective most need to know, starting with the past energy? The Hangman energy. New perspective has been reached in the recent past. And what led up to being hung upside down? The King of Swords. Oh my goodness, these cards are just crazy. Okay, because I was talking about yesterday when this card was here. This one wasn't even on the table, but I did talk about this because you kind of got a new perspective when you're in the King of Swords energy. So you are already enlightened. Let's see what the clarification is for the King of Swords. The Devil. Oh my Lord. Okay, so you're dealing with a toxic situation. Now, it could be a toxic situation with a person, or a toxic situation like romantically, or a toxic situation with other people, at work, in your health community, like medical community, friends, family, just even your neighbors or acquaintances or strangers. Really, toxic situation. It may be with people, or it's just a toxic situation where you're in an environment that just does not support your personal growth, your personal, personal human growth, and your personal development and your spiritual growth. So you were in that kind of environment with whoever that was with, if it has to do with somebody or a group of people, okay, or work situation, whatever it is, family, friends. But you elevated yourself into the evolved King of Swords. And as I mentioned yesterday, the King of Swords is somebody who is a true seeker. And they're being given messages from above, with the crow being up there, to bring those messages as wisdom to below. So as above, so below. And you're the medium. You're the mind that's bringing that wisdom in from pure consciousness into what the truth is about our reality. And you are at a higher perspective, seeing things that others do not see. And so you are still being given downloads, hits of enlightenment, of wisdom, right? Wisdom and intuition. You are being even elevated further. You were most recently being, and if you want to say you've been feeling like either stuck or stagnant, not necessarily though. It's just that the divine just kind of wanted to put you in a place, to keep you in a place that where it was conducive to you even growing even that much more, like this kind of thing, right? 10 ways to rapidly accelerate. If you were to read this and learn from things that I had to learn on my own, because I didn't have a mentor. I just did these things on my own. The only mentor I had was Jesus, who narrated or dictated the Course in Miracles book. It's like 1,500 pages long, and it reads like a Bible, and it's the thin paper like the Bible. It's kind of weird, but I think was done on purpose. So, because a lot of people identify with the Bible or the Quran or whatever it is that your book of book of worship. Okay, so anyways, you are in most recent past been leveling up even further, going further and further than you already had evolved. Let's see what the present day environmental energy is. The Ten of Swords. Oh yeah, well, the Ten of Swords is the end, right? But it's an environment where it's a good thing that you've gone and done this, because now, so you can look at the Ten of Swords, okay? You're looking at it, right? Right here, you're looking at it. And now you're seeing it from a different angle, a different perspective. That the Ten of Swords, yes, as painful as it might have been, where you felt like you were neglected, abandoned, deserted, betrayed, stabbed in the back, friends, family, co-workers, whatever, overlooked at work, for promotion, salary, pay raise, and stuff like that. Whatever it is that you feel you're sitting in right now with the environment like that, you're being able to see it for what it really means. What does it really mean? All things that we would normally perceive to be negative is an opportunity. It's like a window of opportunity for us to mature, grow up, and look at something from an adult perspective, like a true adult perspective. There are a lot of adults in this world, but they're not looking through adult lenses. They're looking through wounded childhood lenses, where the emotions are going like this. Where adult lens is where the emotion and the mind and the emotions are very much talking to each other and on the same page. Just at a controlled level where there's little dips of stuff, but quickly bring it back to equilibrium whenever we have a dip in something. Like, you're not always going to be happy because someone passes away. If pet passes away, someone gets hurt really, really bad, or you know, you're bound to go down. But you will be. It's like the Ten of Swords. You have that experience, and you're down there in that moment. You say, "This doesn't feel good. This feels yicky." When you have elevated, that energy feels really, really sticky and not good. So you quickly bring yourself up, because you start talking to yourself in a way that says, this was meant to be for a reason. Why did this happen to this person that is affecting me? What did I need to gain from that? Or it's you who's sick, or, you know, down and out, whatever. What do you need to look at? What do you need to see that's within yourself, deep down, probably buried in your subconscious, that is basically a Ten of Swords energy that you need to look at and say, you know what, I see this for what it is, and yes, ouch, it hurts, and it does piss me off, and this, that, and the other thing, but I know that it's happening to me because it's given me an opportunity to overcome that, to let it roll off my back as quickly as possible, to get myself back into peaceful equilibrium again. That's what it's all about. It's not about staying down in that low vibe energy, or being too high, like manic, you know, not really taking things seriously enough. It's about being right between, in the middle of all of that. So let's find out what your energy is in this story. The Queen of Pentacles. This, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is a dreamer, right? They do, look at her, she's got her eyes closed, and she's like got antennas, like she's tuned into the light, the nature and all that. She's tuned in, tapped in, and turned on, and hanging on to a very large pentacle, I might add, sitting quite comfortably with a beautiful pillow cushion behind her back on a nice soft, you know, bamboo kind of fabric chair in nature. And she's, you know, she's nicely adorned, but not overdoing it. So she is got her eyes closed, she's contemplative, and she's thinking about manifesting the peaceful experience that she's having into something, into form, something that she wants to bring into form. If it's more money, if it's a job or a career, or it's better health, it's a loving relationship, there's something that she's working on, a desire, a dream, that she wants to bring into her reality, her form, into her world, right? And in the form of a form, you know, a physical form, whether it's a person, it's a job, it's education, like a degree, it's going on a vacation somewhere that she's often thought about, it's, you know, belonging to a certain group, just, it's whatever, finances, investments, anything that you can think of collective. You have this energy that you are in, like, I wouldn't say fantasy land, but it's in imagination land, because that's where our truest power lies. That is the actual secret tool, is our imagination, because anything that we can imagine, it connects us with our true reality, which is anything, right? Anything and all things. It's whatever. The imagination is what we use to tap into the etheric realm, the spiritual realm of 5 dimension, 5th dimension and higher, 12th dimension, all that. When we close our eyes and get peaceful, maybe focus on your breath, meditate, whatever, which is kind of like what she's doing, she starts envisioning, with her eyes closed, imagining what it is that she wants to experience next. And even if it's just a peaceful time spent in the forest with her red cushion behind her back and holding on to that pentacles, it will be whatever it is that she can imagine and has a desire to experience in this world of form. Okay, so let's find out what the situation energy is. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so it's the Four of Pentacles is about hanging on to something. You know, it's about you know, feeling kind of shy on your prosperity, hanging on to something, not letting go of something. So there is this energy and there's this energy. So what she's doing, what you're doing, is you're trying to allow yourself to let go of a situation that you've been hanging on to with a person, you know, work, love life, finances, health. You decide what it is for you, situation. You have been hanging on to something that has been, you know, making you feel like you've been let down, disappointed, overlooked, stabbed in the back, neglected, deserted, abandoned by someone or something, and just bypassed, which is overlooked, right? So this is that something that you collective are trying to bring to terms, what you've come to know from what you've gained from the past with toxic energies. You've grown from it. You're taking advantage of what you've already learned, just like what I have done with the book. I'm taking advantage of what I've learned, and I put it out there for anyone, anyone to glean from it that which I did, but you'll be doing it more from an informed position because I've written about it, whereas I wasn't informed. I had to learn about these things that help us elevate our spiritualness, our spiritual awareness, our enlightenment. I had to learn these things kind of the hard way, you know, very slowly and slogging through the mud about it, right? But you know, I'm getting there, and I've gotten to some certain levels, or whatever you want to call it, to a point where I can quickly bring myself back into equilibrium, like this right here. Okay, whenever something disturbing might be that I'm facing, like today I got a on-demand hot water system installed in my attic because our other one was pooping out. And it was pooping out because it was never meant to be in a southeastern of the United States attic, especially in the summer, because even though it might be 100 degrees here on the ground, in the attic it's like 130. And it was never made for that, so I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, which is about 20 years. And it just really started pooping out, and it was pooping out more and more all the time. So I had to learn to be okay with the cost of it, which was $3,000, $3,200. And I didn't expect that. I expected it to be like $2,000. Okay, that's still a lot, but $3,200 is another $1,200 more. So I was told it was $3,200 today, and I kind of went, ooh, you know, gulped, and I went, whew, okay. I've got kind of that much money in my savings account, so we're going to be okay, right? And I quickly said, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, even if and I learned at that time, the fellow that's waiting for me to, you know, tell him how I'm going to pay him, I learned from him at the time that if he could get most of it today, they could bill me for the rest. So I thought, yeah, I could do that. So I said, yeah, I'll give you $2,900 today. And then they'll bill me for the other remaining 30, you know, what is it, 300 some? Yeah. So I quickly, like at first I went, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I kind of had that wrenching, like gut feeling of like, I don't know if I can afford this, right? But I got it because it's already installed. And then I said, oh, okay. How will you need to be paid? And because I said I could give you $2,900 from, and I was going to say from this account, and then put the rest on my credit card. And before I had the chance to say that, he said, you know, we can we can bill you whatever it is you don't pay today. I just need to take most of it today. So I said, perfect, let's do it that way. So yeah, it all worked out. I brought myself back up into equilibrium. I had a chance to giggle about it, and I was just perfectly fine after that. And I'm not worried about it right now at all. I feel quite at ease about the whole scenario, the whole situation. So that's like me letting go of my fear of not having enough, lacking, right? That I gained, that I learned about lack of finances in my childhood with my parents, because they often spoke like that there's not enough for this or that, right? So I have brought that into, there's never enough. As an adult, there's just never enough. Even if I do get a lot, it just like comes into my hand and just flies out of it afterwards, and then I'm feeling like I'm back in that lack feeling again. So that's just kind of an idea of what I'm talking about, where you might have been feeling that you have been passed by the prosperity when God was doling out prosperity in abundance, right? I was overlooked. You might be feeling something like that too, or with a person who betrayed you, whatever, in the past. So what's the energy between yourself and the Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles? Well, look who it is that you're not letting go of. Isn't that interesting? So a king shows up here. You're in the King of Energy, and the King of Pentacles, this is another person. This is another person. Look at this, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is a perfect match. You have not been letting go of, but you're working on it. You're trying to find your peace and equilibrium about what was toxic to you with this character who is, and I must say, has elevated. They are a king after all. In this, it could have brought out a Knight of Pentacles or a Page of Pentacles, but the divine brought out the King of Pentacles. So somebody who's evolved, and that's the energy between. You must know, or at least believe, look at you, believing. You must have faith that this person has evolved. And you are, so it's making it difficult for you to let go of somebody probably from the experience you had with them, and then them, like you leaving their life, that they have been feeling the void of you not being in their life, which then instigated that kind of dark night of the soul thing. We had the Hermit here before, right here. We had the Hermit here yesterday. That dark night of the soul transition of moving out of this energy into a higher vibe energy of fifth dimension, leaving the 3D long enough to be able to become familiar with the 5D, and constantly coming back and forth all the time until you find that equilibrium, that nice middle ground between third dimension and fifth dimension. Yeah, that's somebody. This person is like a perfect match for you, except you're not seeing eye to eye. Might be a little different like this, but she's got her eyes closed still. And it kind of looks like he does too, but at least you're facing each other. But it's like this. So you're not on the same page, but you've been hard pressed to let go of this dude or female, because again, this could be your story, even though this is a woman, a Queen of Pentacles. And women, if it's just your story, this is you, and it depends on what you like, men or women. Anyways, I'll shut up. That's enough about that. But I mean, it's whatever it is that works for you, is what I like to say. Whatever works for you. Doesn't necessarily, because look at you. This is you and this is you. This is a man and this is a woman. This is a king and a queen. So you can't be both. Yeah, so you have to decide, collective, that this can be your reading, even though you're showing up in the Queen of Pentacles energy for this situation, for this story. Okay, I hope that's clear. Anyways, let's see what the potential outcome is. We have the Two of Swords. All right. What's the backstory? Five of Cups. And the Seven of Swords. Wow. There's the Knight of Swords. Huh. The potential outcome. If you do not let go of feeling like someone has, duped you or left you or deserted you, stabbed you, betrayed you, whatever, that whole emotional story that you've absorbed and it's become part of your life and into your subconscious mind. And when it's in your subconscious mind, it takes a bit to get it back up and to say, I'm not looking at that anymore. It's going to take a fair bit of this, right? You asking the divine through your meditation of imagination to help you release this subconscious hanging on that you got of what happened between you and that situation, that person. You will, the potential outcome is if you don't, there's a whole lot of eyes closed here. Let's just say that right now, okay? There's a whole lot of eyes closed, okay? We can't tell if her eyes are closed. But this one kind of looks like her eyes are closed. All right, and that's you. Your eyes are closed here. The situation energy was closed eyes again. Nope, I'm not letting this go. I don't care what you say. And then look, this eyes closed. It's very interesting. And I said that his eyes look kind of closed. So everybody's kind of like, oh, I don't want to. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I need more of this. I need more time sitting in my own energy of feeling good, feel good energy, where I'm not thinking about anyone else or anything else. I just need to be in my own time and space and feeling my reality from that perspective. Okay, so your eyes are shut, but if you were to keep this energy up without letting this go, your eyes are not only shut, you're going to be blinded. Okay, blinded from the potential of having the life that you deserve to have. Hey guys, my phone said that my storage was full, so it stopped recording. So I had to check that out, and it could still happen. I don't know. I don't understand how my iPhone says the storage is full when I don't have anything on it other than this video. This phone I use just specifically for making these videos, and I don't even have really any apps on it. I've shut everything off and deleted everything, so it's just used for videoing. And it's telling me that I have all these photos, and I don't have one single darn photo other than the video, and it's not 64 gigabytes. Okay, anyways, back to this reading. I was saying that if you don't let go and you keep this energy, keep staying in this energy, remember this is your environmental energy where you're feeling that you've been abandoned, stabbed in the back, whatever. You're blind to anything that you deserve as a good life. You'll be blind to it because the anger, the resentment, the pain, the sorrow, the sadness actually blinds us from being able to use our imagination in productive and desirable ways that manifest all things good in your life. And it's going to leave you feeling regretful and remorseful because you are still sitting on the fence about letting it go. But you got this really terrific energy to use to say, I am going to imagine myself out of this energy. That meditate yourself, pray yourself out of this energy. Because if you don't, and you stay in this kind of lack-mindedness energy of this and that, no, not that, this and that, you're going to end up attracting energy to you that people, places, things, events, situations that are going to rob you in some way. They're going to rob you in some way and leave you holding the bag. And that could be for anything. A relationship, it could be, you know, you bought something like a new car or a house, and you find out that there's a whole lot of things wrong with it, and the dealership won't cover it because maybe it's not a brand new vehicle, it's one that you bought that's 2 years old, and now you're out of pocket for the repairs, because if you don't fix it, you don't have a vehicle. You buy a house and there's a whole lot more that's damaged and things that need to get done right away that was reported on by the seller. You know, you're left holding the bag. The career, you know, you're promised this, that, and the other thing. If you were to get this promotion, you got this promotion, it turns out you have to work a lot more hours than you expected to work. You're spending more time at work, and the people that you have working for you are kind of duds, or they're just being obstinate, and you're not getting much productivity done. Oh, you're not getting the raise and the bonus that you were promised. You might be getting a raise, but it's only going to be you know, incremental, and it's going to take a while for you to get to where it was that you were told you were going to be. You know, it's kind of like stuff like that. It's a relationship where someone comes along and promises you that they love you and they want to have a life with you, and then they disappear. They ghost you, and they leave you holding the bag, like you, like feeling duped, and like someone hasn't stood up to their promises with you. You thought they loved you, but it turns out maybe they didn't, and you don't know for sure. So it's something toxic. This and this is toxic. So you want to be able to remain on, you know, in that energy of truth and honesty, transparency and clarity, allowing yourself to even elevate your mind even further to find that equilibrium between heart and mind, and use your God-given ability, your imagination, your secret tool to imagine what it would be like to be free of whatever you've been hanging on to, that energy you've been hanging on to right here, so that you can remove the blindfold, because you can. It's always up to you. You know, you've just been sitting on the fence. Maybe if you don't get yourself let go of this energy, you will be sitting on the fence, being blinded, feeling lack, alone, sad, wishing, you know, things were different, and attracting that toxic energy back into your life again. Not necessarily the same person that you dealt with back here, because this one is evolved. All right, this one is evolved, but you may overlook this one if they were to come back, and they, like yesterday's reading, the Six of Cups was right here. So the past was coming back, the person was in a different energy. You may not see them if you keep hanging on to that energy. You may not see them for who they've transformed into. So yeah, it's kind of it's a do or die situation. So let's get some more advice and insight from the wisdom of the Oracle, Archangel Michael. What else can you tell our collective who are sitting in really good energy here? They just have to remind themselves. It's about being reminded that there's still this energy that's in your subconscious that you're still operating from, even if it's just slightly. Just a slight bubbling up of these hard-won lessons and eye-openers that you have received from the toxic relationship you went through, toxic situation you went through in the past. You have to let it all go to be completely healed and to have what it is that you desire, truly desire in your life. You have to let it all go. Every last little crumb of that anger and upset, whatever it looks like for you, that's still in your subconscious because you pushed it down, trying to be able to you pushed it down trying to be able to cope with the toxicity, the experience of having a toxic situation, toxic relationship, toxic situation. I just said that. Yeah. So you trying to cope with it by pushing it down. You know, that's what we do when we've got something, an emotional or a memory, emotion or a memory that we just, you know, it's too much to think, to have it too much in our conscious mind, because then we're thinking about it and it's like in front of us, it's in our face all the time, so we push it down, kind of like sweeping the dust on the floor under the rug and then put the rug over top, and it's like, oh yeah, I swept the floor, there's no more dirt, but it's all under the rug, it's still there, and it'll come out, it'll be revealed at some point in time, and when you least expect it. Like, you want to have a really great party and you've got the best of everything and the best of people coming to your party, and someone, you know, accidentally gets caught on the rug and with their shoe, you know, and they go flying and they reveal all this dirt that you have been putting on because they tripped on the rug that's got these bumps on it from the dirt that's piling up underneath it. And so they tripped and they end up pulling a corner of it back with their shoe, right? And there it is. There's all that dirt. It's still there. And everybody's aghast, like, oh, I thought she was a very, you know, she or he was a very methodical and conscientious home cleaner, because everything else looks spotless and it's just set up just perfectly and all this, that and the other thing. But yet here's all this dirt under the rug. So yeah, it would leave your guests wondering about you. So here we go. We got new life. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You're not allowing, you wouldn't allow yourself, if you don't let go of this, you gotta let go of this, so that you can see and create with not just your eyes closed, but unveiled. You know, when you've got this, when you unveil your eyes, all you have to do is open your eyelids now, right? But when you got a veil over top of it, even if you try to open your eyes, it'd be rather difficult. And when you do, you're just going to be seeing, your view is going to be obstructed through the veil. And the veil, right, is like fifth dimension higher. There's a veil of forgetfulness that when we come into body here as babies, from that moment forward, we begin to forget who we really are and where we truly come from, more and more as the days and years go by. So then we become these adults who are, you know, we're wounded adults because we haven't, you know, evolved and grown up and remembered who we are, who we really are, and where we really came from, and what our true reality really is. So the new life that you would hope to have through using your secret tool of imagination, with this energy between you, you may actually create a new life with the evolved individual who might be coming back to you. And I can't say they are in this reading. They did yesterday if it's the same people, but in this reading it's not saying anything about them coming back. But they are evolved, and you know it. You have an inkling, a knowingness about it, that they are somehow different than they were back when you had dealt with them when they're in this energy. Okay, so what else we got? Breathe. Yeah, breathe. It's all about, you know, getting yourself centered in peace and equilibrium. You breathe, focus on your breath and just breathe in slowly to the count of 4, hold it to the count of 1 and let it go out your mouth slowly to the count of 6, hold it to the count of 1 and breathe in through your nose again slowly to the count of 4 and hold it at the top for 1 and then out slowly through your mouth to 6 and hold it and then in through your nose. You just keep doing that and you're bringing all this oxygen into your organs, your lungs and blood and everything, and you're going to start feeling really, really relaxed, and that centers you in an energy of being at peace and knowing all is well. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you guys. I apologize for the length, but yeah, it is what it is, right? So take care. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.